You're watching Marsha on VeroBuzzTV.com.
I have a guy who knows everything there is to know about the internet, about how to put something on the internet, how to make it work. And his name is Steve Schwartz. And you are with PDGo. PD, I want to make sure this is right. PDGo Website Solutions.
That's correct. PDGo Web Solutions is how we call it.
Web Solutions.
It's a little bit shorter than
website
Solutions.
All right, but see, I get very specific there, don't I?
It's all right. It's all good.
You know, this is so much fun because, of course, I've known Steve for quite some time now, and I think really putting something together, and when you see something, and I see down at the bottom that it's PDGo, and you have done the creativity there, it really is spectacular. I want to do a little backstory on you, though. And I want you to tell our audience a little bit more about you yourself. When did you get involved with all of this technology?
Excellent. Well, thank you, Marsha. I appreciate you having me on your show. I started college in Northern California at Humboldt State University. I was a math major and started dabbling in computer programming and computer science and ended up getting a minor in computer science. And the last semester I was at school, I started taking courses about the introduction to the internet. Now, at this time, the internet was not a household word or service, but instead something that just geeky people at college campuses knew a little bit about. And I was enthralled with it. I was very much intrigued. And as my career went by, my first professional websites were built for Mobil Corporation, now ExxonMobil. And another company I worked for was changing their cruddy-looking intranet website into a nice professional corporate standard. And so the process of doing that, I learned the skill of remediating websites and thought, you know, I bet we could do this for small business clients all around the country who have either don't have a website and need one, or have a cruddy looking website they'd like to improve the look upon. And that just turned into our own business.
Boy, thank goodness it did. Because now, I mean, that backstory is wonderful because you think, these individuals, where are they coming up with these? And my next question to you, though, Steve, is when we think about a website, how important is it to have a professional website? Because I have seen some pretty lousy ones.
That's correct. Yes, it's vital, in my opinion, Marsha, that a client, a company, an organization has a professional grade website because your competitors do. Mm-hmm. And if there's 5 businesses and 4 have great websites and one doesn't have a site at all, or theirs is lousy, the other 4 are going to get the phone calls. And it's vital. Certainly there's Facebook and there's other social media tools where people can show off their information, but still having a basic quality professional grade website is really the start of it all. And then from there, the other technologies branch off appropriately.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm so glad you explained it that way because in some cases people think they can do it themselves, and yet it's their one face to the public. It's their introduction to the public. And if it's tacky and what I want to do though, I want to take a little break now for about 60 seconds and come back and ask you if it is really as difficult as I think it is to improve your own website or to make changes, because the world is changing and all of a sudden whatever this Windows 10 is, I'd love to talk to you about that. We'll be right back with Steve Schwartz of PDGo Web Solutions.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom, where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
Join us for an adventure weekdays at 4:30 and 8:30 on Buzz TV Network.
Well, welcome back. We're still continuing our talk with Steve Schwartz, and if you want to know anything about a website or have the solutions of a website, you need to have this guy come and build you a website, because I can tell you there's all the difference in the world. And Steve, you and I were talking about the importance of having that introduction to people. In some cases, it's all they do, and they see something, you have competition with somebody. Your website is like the sign of all times. So it's very important. I want to ask you though, is it very difficult for an individual who has a website and they want to make a little change here and change there? Because I'm fascinated with Buzz TV. What our guys can do here is amazing, because every time I turn it in, there's something added. Sure. How difficult is it? How smart are they?
That's an excellent question, Marcia. And the answer is, it depends on what platform you're using for your website. Now, there's many different choices out there. We offer our own system called the PDGo system. And the whole business is focused around creating quality, affordable, custom websites. And then when done, we sit with the clients for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and teach them how to use our system so they can make changes themselves. Adding a new coupon, a special, a testimonial, changing the price on a product that they sell. All of those things are exceptionally easy to do with our system. I've tried many different systems out there, and in my opinion, of course I'm biased, but in my opinion, PDGo is certainly the easiest way to do it. And I'm happy to sit with anybody for 5 minutes or less and show them how to do it.
See, this is what is so fabulous about PDGo Net. Actually, PDGo Web Solutions.
Yes,
I want to get that right, because that's important as well, and that's why your website is very important. But when you think about the fact that you can design something and that you will give your time and your expertise and knowledge to that person to be able to do the smaller things and make that change, and also be able to call you. You are not a computer fixer-upper, though.
That's correct. We are not a computer repair business. If mine breaks, I call the professionals to help. But when it comes to websites, web hosting, mobile websites, internet marketing, search engine optimization, all that stuff, that is all under our umbrella with PDGo Web Solutions.
Now, didn't I see that you didn't have a class one time, did you, that you talked to people about it, about computers, or was that with the Chamber of Commerce?
We do multiple things. There's been many times that I've done seminars and whatnot on different topics, such as how to use Facebook to grow your business, or how to properly optimize a website for better ranking on Google. There's many things I've done like that, but not really a classroom setting. I
was going to say, because boy, you have so much knowledge there, but of course you're busy designing and creating the appropriate website for an individual. And you're not talking just businesses. There are individuals, realtors, and individuals who would like to have their website done. Do you do that for them as well?
Absolutely. Anything from small businesses to, one of my clients is a $100 million plus business out of the Washington, D.C. area. And to one-person realtors and consultants as well.
Sure. Do you know what's wonderful too is, because it is this new world of technology, you can be up there in Washington, D.C., you can be out there in Seattle or New York or any place around the world and communicate with him.
That's correct. We actually just had a new client from Hawaii who just signed up with us for their website.
Oh boy.
As well as we have website clients in about 20 other countries now, all from my little office next door to the skate factory.
I love it. No, he's not skating on his time off. No. We're going to be back in just about 60 seconds with my very, very interesting guest, Steve Schwartz, with PDGo Web Solutions. Don't go away.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com. Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We're going to get right into this and continue with our discussion about really websites. And we have the guy who can do it for you, and that is Steve Schwartz of PDGo Web Solutions. But the word, there is a word, and the word is WordPress. It is a scary word. People are asking about it. What is that?
Sure. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be a scary word, but for some people who don't know some of the ramifications, it can be problematic. WordPress is a program that is free. It's an open source program, and lots of people have contributed to building this program. And people originally used it for blogging, and then has transferred into website building. Now, because it's an open source program, the bad guys out there, the hackers of the world, can also download that software. They can reverse engineer it and figure out the places where they can hack into it. Once they've hacked into it, they share that information of that hack with all of their hacker buddies. Then they do a search across the entire internet looking for all of the websites that use that version of that program, so they can then break into it, putting spam, Trojans, Viagra ads, links to questionable photos and websites on businesses' websites.
Oh my
And
golly,
so
yeah.
lots of people say, oh, I just use WordPress, it's easy for me. My public service announcement is, if you use WordPress, be sure to use something called managed WordPress hosting. Again, managed WordPress hosting. That will make sure that your version of WordPress is as updated and solid and secure as possible to prevent your website from getting hacked by the bad guys out there.
Do you know what I'm sitting here thinking? Oh, wouldn't it be wonderful just to have you come on at least once a month and talk about these particular issues? Because as you were talking about that and the hacking, and I'm wondering, are we ever going to solve this problem? When we find the hackers, what do they do to them? I mean, have they ever been able to, and if you know exactly how they're doing it, how can we, why can't we stop them?
That's a very challenging problem, because many of the hackers are actually outside of the U.S.
Oh yeah, they're in
Russia,
China.
China, and other places. And so there's different ways you can protect your server against access from areas outside of the USA. It's a big discussion there
yes.
on its own. There's certainly things that we at PDGo can do to help. Unfortunately, there is evil in the world. There are bad people out there who want to do damage, even for no purpose other than to do damage.
Sure, or just to be able to say, I did it. And that's, in this world of technology. But I guess really the most important thing too is, how important is it for a business, in your estimation, as a web consultant, a web designer, PDGo Web Solutions, how important is it for an organization or a business to have a professional website?
It's very, very important. It's honestly the starting spot for many customers or potential customers who are looking for a vendor to find out about a company, who they are, what they do, the services offered, testimonials, map to the location, a phone number to call, all this information. And from the main website, you can then have a mobile website, which makes your website look good and easy to use on your smartphones. You have your marketing that matches that on Facebook. You can do advertisements on Facebook and Google and other places to get found. And then this is just sort of the start. From there, you have a good foundation, and then the marketing can continue to help do great for your business in the marketplace.
You know what, you've just really shown me that one thing I am doing right, if I can't figure anything out, I Google it.
Yes.
And then I come up, then I have too many choices and I don't know what to do. From now on, I'm going to call PDGo Net Solutions. Steve Schwartz, wonderful to have you here. I hope you'll come back frequently.
My pleasure. Thank you so much, Marcia.
And we hope you enjoyed this discussion on Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn.
Stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics in downtown Vero Beach. Owner Patty Callahan prints it all, from color and black and white copies to blueprints, banners, signs, prints of paintings, and fine art. Patty makes restorations and creates outstanding graphic designs. Call Patty at 770-1521 or stop by Patty's Printing and Graphics at 2345 14th Avenue. Stop by for all of your printing needs at Patty's Printing and Graphics, across from the old railroad station in downtown Vero Beach.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare Supplement Team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today,
Please call 800-632-2804.
Watch Chamber Buzz at 6 and 10 p.m. Mondays and Wednesdays on VeroBuzzTV.com.
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn, and I'm here with Pam Cooper. And of course, that really means the archives of all of the wonderful things that have gone on here in Indian River County. Absolutely,
yes.
Because you are the supervisor of the Archive Center and the Genealogy Department at our library.
Yes.
So you have it all right there in your hands, but you're doing something very special.
Yeah, well, after the 1715 event, I thought that that would be my highlight, but I jumped from the frying pan into the fire, I think. We received the Press Journal Archives, and we call it the morgue, actually. That's a term that newspaper morgues are. And it includes, we think, about 50,000 photographs of Indian River County history back to early 1900s up to 1990s.
How fascinating.
So it's almost 100 years of photographs. There are some even earlier we're trying to identify. And we're organizing all of these historical photographs, and we want to have people come and help us identify them.
Oh, great, because as you said, you brought in some of these beautiful pictures of individuals that in some cases they may have a name to them,
Right.
but they're great photographs. There's some wedding pictures in there, there's some couples, they're I mean, just wonderful pictures, and all you need is to have people come in and take a look
verify
at them.
the information that we may have or we may not have. Give us, where did they live? Is the family still here? These are the military pictures. There's about 500 military pictures, and they're mostly headshots. And so we thought, because this is the 70th anniversary of the end of World War II, which is actually happened August 15th, and September 2nd was the signing of it. So we're having an event at the library. We're collaborating with the Press Journal, doing a Vero Beach Memories project.
Oh,
and
how terrific.
They're asking people to bring in photographs. And so they'll be in the large meeting room, and we're going to be on the other side of the room with our displays and seeing if people can come in and help us identify.
There's just nothing that really makes you a little more excited than to know about the history of where you're living, and maybe you've been someplace and say, I wonder what that is. But when you realize that we were a naval base right here in Vero Beach, and that is why I think you have so many of the military there. And of course, that's why our SEAL Museum, and I hope they leave it here.
We did.
That's another story, right?
Yes. Everybody, every town in the United States participated in World War II, and Vero was no exception. And that's what I loved about doing the research. So I have a couple history panels that I'm going to have there to show how Vero Beach participated, or Indian River County. And that's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
Oh, and I think too, because as you say, we've just come off the 1715 fleet, which takes you back a long way, and then now we're even learning a little bit more about some of the ammunition that they're finding out off the shore here. Absolutely, and then the new coins that they all found, and there's so much history. Well, we're going to come back with Pam Cooper, who of course is our archive supervisor of the genealogy, and of course that is all the wonderful things. Am I saying that correct?
Almost.
Genealogical and all of that. But it is what goes on at our library, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
Attention! This important message is for any American who is about to turn 65 years of age or older. Nation's Helpline has Medicare supplement insurance news that may benefit you, your family, or someone you know. Most Americans who are about to turn 65 years old know they need Medicare supplement insurance, even if they already have Medicare. The Nation's Helpline Medicare supplement team can guide you and help answer your Medicare questions. Call today.
Please call 800-632-2804.
The Furniture Man is a locally owned business that has served the needs of the community of Vero Beach and Indian River County for over 30 years. Here at the Furniture Man, we offer fine pieces to furnish each and every room of your home. Specializing in Floridian style, come browse our selection of bedroom, dining room, patio, and living room. Come explore over 10,000 square feet of showroom where you can find mattresses, recliners, sofas, dining, and more. Visit us at 673 US 1 in Vero Beach, Monday through Saturday for all of your furniture needs.
Well, we are back once again with Pam Cooper, and she, of course, is, as I've mentioned, the supervisor right there at our local library, and it's the main library where you have all of the archives of all the genealogical and the genealogy department.
Yes.
And you love history. You love going back. You've
do.
done so much to bring it all to our forefront. I always tell the story of you bringing back the clipping about the Civil War, and just when you see a family member and you see their name in print about something, absolutely, there is something that absolutely just I guess really makes you validated.
And you are from here. I'm actually not, but I've lived in Florida most of my life. And what I love about this is that I've learned to respect this place so much more.
Oh, yes.
And so everywhere I go, I can visualize what I had researched or learned about a building, a place, because I know more about it now and I can respect it. So I really encourage anyone who is not from this area to do that.
Absolutely.
Then you will learn to love where you live.
Absolutely. You, as we say, you almost feel validated because you know what went on there.
Yeah.
We were just talking about the Holstrom home
yes.
and how that's
Beautiful
going to
home.
be, and that history there. But when you really think about what went offshore here and what you really realize here, and it's all when it goes back to, when was the Press Journal started?
1919.
1919. And of course, that was with the Schumans.
Yes. Well, no, actually, no. It was another man who started it in 1919. And then in 1927, he merged with the Schumans paper. The Vero Beach Journal merged with the Vero Beach Press.
And see, and that is when we refer to the Press Journal. That's what we're talking about. I mean, because, and what you have now are not only the photographs from the newspaper morgue, and because we always called it that, but you have clippings.
Newspaper clippings. Oh my gosh, we received 74 boxes of stuff, okay?
Oh, wow. Oh.
5 boxes was strictly photographs, but in the other 70-some boxes, it is photographs and clippings, both. And so I have called up a team of people. Right now I have about 25 people. I call them the pioneer volunteers who are from here. And I've also got a lot of people who are not, who absolutely love doing this, who are going to come in and help us arrange, identify, get all of this made available so people can look at it.
Oh, and can you imagine?
Memories.
Yes, and to be able to take your grandchildren in and show them, or maybe even go back and read about your grandparents and see pictures of them and realize that. But you know what I'm sitting here thinking, Pam Cooper? Now that we have, because I happen to, the only thing I really wanted for my birthday this year was another photocopier, because my kids had given me one about 10 years ago, which was a 4x6, and I have so many pictures. Now when we have all these pictures, can you imagine, though, in another 100 years, what people are going to be looking at?
It worries me. It really does worry me. I was on Facebook growing up in Vero Beach last night, and that's one of the things I posted. I says, keep in mind, do you know that Facebook is going to be here in 10 years, 50 years? Listen, and you're posting all of these pictures here, and you think this is permanent. It's not.
We have to think. It's just having, like having Steve Schwartz on talking about with the computers and various things and websites, and we just have to be thinking about that as well. And I've always that little button that you can click that deletes. But got a break right now. Come back in 60 seconds with Pam Cooper talking about this excitement of getting you to come and identify some of the old photos. Stay with us. Marsha.
Hi, I'm Penny Chandler.
I'm Freddie Wolford.
I am Barbara Hoffman.
And I'm Gregory Simpson.
I'm here with Police Chief David Curry.
You're in good company on VeroBuzzTV.com, Vero Beach's local TV station on the internet.
I just love it.
Tell a friend.
We love y'all! Now that health reform is law, you cannot be denied health insurance coverage, but you can pay too much.
As a single mom, I was convinced that we could not afford health insurance until I spoke to the people from ICANN, who told me that I qualified for a special enrollment and a subsidized rate. Now I get so much more for so much less.
Call now and get the ICANN mobile app free. So don't wait another minute. Call ICANN, get covered, save money.
See Arts in Depth with Barbara Hoffman, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 and 10 p.m.
Well, welcome back, everyone. We are continuing in this last little part of our show with Pam Cooper talking about this absolutely wonderful opportunity for all of us to come in and really look at all this. What is it that you'd like all of our viewers to do and help?
First of all, I'd like for them to look in their own homes and see what kind of photographs that they have and refresh their own memories, because that often helps to trigger, and I call them memory triggers. And when they come in and see our photographs, they may be able to instantly identify, says, oh, I have something like that at home. So start thinking about what your life was like here in Vero Beach, Indian River County. And then when they come in, they need to bring in photographs for the Press Journal's book. They're actually doing a book for Christmas.
Oh, wonderful.
And they're going to select and they're going to scan their photographs. And they're doing it for free. And so I'm not sure how the whole procedure is going to work, but the Press Journal's got it in their newspaper, of course, telling all about that. And then come over to our side and help us identify the pictures that we got. I've also got an album of homes.
Ooh,
you should
yes.
see the pictures of
good.
homes I have, mostly Royal Palm, but it is, I've already identified some of them.
Oh, good, because remember I was asking about the one with the glass, it's a curve, and I think it's on 24th and 20th. And I remember coming here to a doctor.
I remember.
Yeah, and I want to find out when that was built and what that was. And I mean, there's so many memories.
And buildings have stories, and that's what I love about homes.
All right, so Vero Beach Memories, and we're talking
August 29th at the library, large meeting room, 10 to 1. And August 31st, 4 to 7, large meeting room. The good news is that we're trying to accommodate all the working people as well as the ones who...
Absolutely. What are the hours of the library?
Monday through Friday, it's 10 to 5, but on main library, Monday and Wednesday, Thursday night, we're open to 8.
Oh, good. What a wonderful opportunity, though, to really go in, and maybe a reason for you to clean out some of those drawers.
Yes.
Because that is also another thing. And clean out a closet and find some of those old pictures.
Save those pictures.
Oh, fabulous. Well, Pam Cooper is just really wonderful. And once again, don't forget, do you have a website?
Yes, it's irclibrary.org, and go to genealogy. And
oh, good.
Absolutely.
And you'll get all these dates right in front of you.
Yeah.
But we also have a great reminder that right here on Buzz TV, and I just love Buzz TV. If you don't have the app, get the app. Find out how you can watch it 24 hours a day. You can watch Vero Buzz TV, and now you will be able to watch Sebastian Plus. It's presented by the Sebastian River Area Chamber of Commerce, and it's premiering Tuesday and Thursday at 7 and 11 p.m. Now this is with Beth Mitchell, and she will be on this first edition talking and showing about the Front Porch Project. Now Front Porch means, of course, the building. You'll find out all about it. So don't forget, it's this Thursday, and of course Tuesday and Thursday at 7 and 11 p.m. the premiere edition of Sebastian Plus right here on Buzz TV. So fantastic. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for asking
Another
me.
little bit of archive there,
Yes,
but it's always great to have Pam Cooper.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this edition of Buzz TV. I'm Marcia Littlejohn.
Join us for an adventure weekdays at 4:30 and 8:30 on Buzz TV Network.